Evening folks, and you come for a blether. So tonight I'm going to show you my latest haul from the 4th auction of the year that's local to me, and you better go and make yourself a cup of coffee or get yourself some snacks and a drink, because you're going to be here a wee while. First thing is a little wooden bench top vise. You just screw it underneath the wee wing nut there, wee anvil in the back, and it is made in England, wooden Titan X260. It cost me £5. And I got this plain, kind of didn't want it, but when it went down to £5 and no one was after it, I decided I would take it home and I'll put it in my car boot pile and see if I can get another couple of quid on it. We'll see. Anywho, £5 like I say. This is a bit nicer. Stanley number 4.5 with improved cutter. I'm trying out some new microphone, and I've got a new light as well, so you can tell me if it looks any better or sounds any better. Number 4.5. It's done very little. It has planed a couple of things. Essentially pretty new in the box. Paid £12 for that. Then I got a couple of boxes. So this is the first box, and I reckon the guy that had this must have been, amongst other things, a cobbler in his time, because there's a lot of these wee boxes. Heel tights, this says. Little corrugated steel brackets to secure the heel firmly to the shoe, but that's not what's in here. There are some eyelets in here. So, nice wee old box. No price on it. No idea where it was made. Made in England. That's where it was made. Then we've got these Mon Industry tins. Mon leather workers tool, Mon single punch plier. That's not in here though. But there are these little dies for particular sizes of eyelets, I think. Male and female parts for these eyelets. There's a little brass anvil part for doing something as well. And loads of these we don't know if these were needles or like some kind of hook for pulling a line through, stitching through, but they're very big to be stitching shoe leather, because they leave a massive big hole. Another wee square pointy thing, loads of bits and pieces in here. A needle, like a punch, yeah, that's got an eye in it there. See through that? So that'd be a needle thing, needle type thing. Very interesting, that stuff. But again, they'd have punched a big hole through whatever they were doing. And in here, this is a set of 4 eyeletting tools, but I presume that's what's in the other box, and they're just in the wrong box. There's lots of these big, hefty needle point and a curved point for punching holes. There's probably 10 of those in here, a couple of drill bits. No idea, like I say, what they were using these for. Good old hook on that one, and a point on the other end. Very heavy duty things. So that's Mon Industries. Wee no name Kentish hatchet. I've tidied the end up a wee bit and gave it a wee rub. So that's quite nice. I'll wax that up and it'll go to the auction. Quite an interesting hammer here. It says George Barnsley and Sons, I think. And a wee stamp of a shoe and a letter A there. Not sure what that is. Interesting shaped hammer, must be very old, never seen anything like it. One of the usual old favourites, Stanley egg beater drill. It's very gummed up, seen a bit of action. Then we have a Robert Sorby chisel that's been used for scraping and things like that. It'll do some on a turn. I might, if I've got time, put an edge on it before the car boot sale. Then we've got these cutters. These are a pair of Tyzack and Sons. Quite old. The shape down here, don't see much of that. Normally find loads of Gilbo ones. Never seen these. It's a no name, pretty much blacksmith made by the look of things. Looking at that rivet there, it's a bit open at the top because it's been well worn away, but I think if I filed the bottom away I could bring that in tighter and close that gap at the top. Nice things that these are, because they've got no name on them, so they were handmade, and it just makes them a wee bit more special, even though we all chase old names, but it's nice to have a no name well made thing. This is a little hammer, never seen anything like it. Tiny little handle, length of my hand, really half my hand, 3/4 of my hand. Pretty nice. I'm going to put a new wedge in it and give it a wee wax up. It's looking okay. So the man looked after his things. Now, he must have been a leather worker. This is for trimming something. Wee adjustment screw there. Don't think it's the original screw, but don't know what that is. Be interested to know if anyone has an idea of what that does. It is for trimming, but like I say, no name on it, no maker. Very nice little sharpening stone. Beautiful box, that. Really nice. Just get this sitting a bit better. We have a couple of foot rules. It's quite a newish one, made in England. No, it's, it says FWW, I don't know who that is. And it's been in the heat or the wet for a while because it's not wanting to close nice and flat. Same with this wee one here. This is a Birmingham one, probably Rabone. Had its abuse, but I'll clean it up and put it in the car boot stock. It doesn't make the Brian Shed grade, really. Decent old file here. There maybe has a name on there, but I can't see it. Some serious bits of punches here, drifts for doing something that have been given Laldi at one time. Big stone, don't know what kind of stone that is, but it's for making things very sharp. And this knife here certainly was very sharp. I think the chap used this for his leather, and it would hurt you badly, this thing, if you had an accident with it. Nice old junior hacksaw. Chisel that's been put in a screwdriver handle. Pair of tweezers, made in England, very pointy. Give those a wee clean up and put them in the car boot pile. Couple of wood graining thingies here. I've never found any of these yet, but I know that's what they are. A kind of awl for punching through. Like I say, these things are really big, and I don't know if the guy maybe made sails or canvas tarpaulins rather than shoemaking. Don't know. Never will know. Nice little tiny level. This says vest, registration applied for. Nice wee thing, nice ends on that. Never had anything like that yet, so that's interesting. Usual gimlet. Not very pointy, but I'll clean it up and make it a bit more presentable. Pair of needle nose pliers. No maker. Not that I'll be able to see them anyway, I'll need to get a magnifying glass. Wee screwdriver. Nice little triangle and flat file. Tiny little thing. I think it says cook on there. Another wee hole maker type of thing. So, with this as well. Don't know what that is. Be interested to find out what that actually is. Maybe take a picture of that and stick it on a forum somewhere and see if someone knows what that is. Be interested to find out. And then here, loads of drill bits. This was like a wee bank kind of thing. And in here, I didn't know these were in here. Somebody's colours and their cap badge from the Black Watch, a famous Scottish regiment. And there's the Sphinx on the bottom of there, which they earned for valour in Egypt. So that's the first box. And if you bear with me a wee tick, I'll get the second box ready. So I should mention that that first box cost £5. So pretty much a bargain, I would say. And this box here, I saw this on the viewing of the auction and I thought, oh, some interesting things in there. And there was more than I thought. So there's this kind of, I would say maybe African or something like that. Somebody brought this back. Lots of patterning on here and some carving there. And there's some compartments in there. And a big nail put through as a rivet. Now, kind of big scraper here. I don't know what that is for. Be interested to find out. There's the owner's names on here. W. Fraser. Wood's beautiful in that. A nice D. Malach and Son Perth rebate plane. That'll get a wee wax up. Whoever had this box has restored all the things in here because they're really, really good for their age and really, really clean. This is a Edward Preston and Son. This is a leather bound tape measure. Brass has all been cleaned up by the previous owner and it's looking really, really nice. So that's a nice bit of history from Edward Preston there. This is a Robert Sorby 1/2 inch, I think, chisel, maybe a wee bit more than 1/2 inch. Yep, half inch-ish, and nice oak worn handle, really nice bit of history there. A lot of hands have touched this and worn it smooth. Nice thing. A little Mossberg adjustable spanner, made in the USA. Some old raw plugs, fixing kit, and the instructions and the raw plugs and everything else. That's interesting. That cost 35 pence when the person bought it. This one cost 2 and 6, and look at the colours on this box. Raw plugs. The Raw Plug Company Limited, Cromwell Road, London, SW7. Everything you need in here to put a fixing in the wall. And look at what we used to use, these fibre plugs. Really nice old box. So there's a few more things. This is a Rabone Chesterman trifold rule, folds out to 1 foot long, 12 inches long. It's a cool little piece, and it's in very good condition, so that's nice. A couple of months ago I found one of these, Snail brand one. This is a Eskel's tuna crate opener, and that'll get a wee clean up. Handles are a bit moving a wee bit, so I'm going to give them a tap on the anvil, see if I can tighten them up, and if that doesn't work I'll stick a bit of super glue behind them. And there's a few more things. Old woman's tooth plane. That is handmade, and I love the cutter, the way the guy shaped the top of this. Really nice. Bit of hardwood, and his cutter there. This is another made in the USA wrench. It says something number 6, made in the USA. I can't make out the maker. But if some of you eagle-eyed people across the pond might know what that is, it'd be good to know. And it's a very nice piece, isn't it? Nice and shiny. So there's another couple of things. Put that back in there because I had that out. That's from in there. I'm saving the best till last. Well, I think it is anyway. This is a big marlin spike. Really heavy. Steel, brass, oak, copper. It's got the lot. And no idea where that went and what knots it untied, but it's a big cracker. So pleased to have that as well. But in here, it's maybe a wee bit, don't know, you might not think it's the best thing, but I do. It's a tiny little block plane. Now, there's my hand. There's a Stanley Sweetheart number 102. So that shows you how wee that is. And it's a tiny little cute thing, but I just think that's just the best, and I never saw that on Sunday when I looked in the box. It was tucked in the bottom, but it's really neat, chuffed to have that. So it's another good haul, and that box cost me £5 as well. Sometimes the auction gods just shine on you, and that day they did. Anywho, hope yous are all doing okay. If yous are watching and not subscribed, hit the button, subscribe please, and give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, and a couple of the questions I've asked in there, if some of yous have the answers, they'd be much appreciated. Thank you. Catch up soon for more blethers.